My younger sister entered the university where I work as a teacher a few months ago. I was very concerned about her. Jen finds it difficult to make new friends and often worries about it. But from the very first day she came home very happy and talked all the time about her new classmate. It seemed strange to me that she found a common language with someone so quickly. This has never happened before. Now I'm so sorry that I didn't believe my gut and put her in such danger. It all started a few weeks later. Jen chatted incessantly about Ryan. They spent time together after lectures almost every day, but I never saw him. I usually go to the nearest coffee shop for lunch, but that day it was closed, and I had to go to the university cafe. After buying sandwich and coffee, I noticed Jen at the other end of the hall. She was sitting and talking animatedly, but there was no one around. I'm a psychotherapist, so despite the fact that it scared me, I decided not to ask Jen directly about it. In the evening, I asked Jen to tell me how the day went. I apologized to her that I have been working a lot lately and rarely get to just chat. As I expected, my worst fears were confirmed. All day, according to Jen, she was with Ryan, and at lunch too. At first I thought that my beloved sister just invented a guy for herself, as children do when they feel lonely. But she wasn't a child anymore, so I decided to observe for a while. Once in a conversation, information slipped through that Ryan's dad is the decan of our university. But I know for sure he has no children. We didn't know each other very well, and I went online to find out more about his family. The search gave me an article about the accident. 15 years ago, when I was still working at school, the decan's 18-year-old son was found on the floor in the classroom. There were no notes, no signs of a fight, nothing. The investigation was closed for lack of evidence, and oh, his name was Ryan. There was even a photo in the article. I couldn't believe what was happening. Maybe it was just a coincidence, or did someone decide to make a cruel joke on Jen? I asked her what Ryan looked like, and her description completely coincided with the portrait in the article. I was extremely scared. I decided to go to the decan the next day and talk about it. At night I woke up to the fact that the water was turned on in the bathroom. Inside everything was fogged up from the steam, and there was an inscription on the mirror, "Don't separate us." I decided to wake up my sister. "Jen, I don't know how to tell you about it. Read it yourself." I showed her the article on my laptop. As she read, I saw Jen's face change. "No, I don't believe it," she shouted at me. I took her to the bathroom, but the inscription has already faded. I could see that she didn't believe me. We agreed to go to bed and continue the conversation tomorrow. After a while I woke up again from the sound of water in the bathroom. This time I decided to go there with Jen. I had to prove it to her, but she wasn't in the room. With a sinking heart I opened the bathroom door. There was a new inscription on the mirror: "You won't stop. I'll take her myself." Looking down, I saw a pale Jen lying on the floor. Touching her neck, I realized there was still a pulse. I picked her up and carried her outside. I heard the mirror break and the light went out when I had already taken her out into the yard. I got in the car and took Jen to the hospital. She slept and didn't wake up for 2 days. The doctors didn't understand what was going on. When she woke up, she didn't remember anything from the first day of studying at the university. Nothing terrible happened anymore. Only sometimes I seem to feel that someone is watching me, but this feeling quickly passes.